It does. Wait, they said
There we
they
go.
can't
Now
hear
it
you?
works. Now it works. Now it works. Now it works. Happy Tuesday, peeps. Yeah, I muted myself so y'all didn't hear me say Monday again instead of Tuesday. That's standard, okay? But anyway, welcome on back. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. We quit. We dipped out. I don't know, what was it? April last year.
Yeah, yeah, not far after like the Easter stuff.
Yeah, so we're like 4 or 5 months removed. So it feels good to be back. New Madden, lots of stuff to go over. Lots of changes this year. Some good, some terrible.
We'll talk about all
But
that.
yeah, we'll get into all of it, man. But chat, you guys know the board. Let's go ahead and start. Mr. Adams, sir, how's the launch, man? How's the first 15 days or so of Madden treating you?
It's good, and what's up, everybody? No, it's been fun, man. Lots of streaming taking place. Like it's just nice. It's just nice to like see all the people come through and um, like all the like the regulars that were there last year that like took like the last few months off of Madden and just jump back in. So it's nice to see every like familiar faces and just grinding that coin stack for a little bit, and then the meat of the content starts this week. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Lots kicking off this week. This week finally, and then next week I think into full swing. Mr. Joe, sir, how was your start? You're on a little bit of a different journey this year. Let's hear all about it.
Yeah, I've dabbled into the comp scene a little bit, so I've been kind of trying to do both market and comp, and it's been really fun. Of course, the beginning weeks of Madden are always super busy for content creators, but it's been an extra level this year, so I've had a blast though. It's been really fun.
Nice. How are the stacks looking so far?
I'm personally off to a way better start than I was last year. I had I had a better plan coming into this year. I didn't want to mess around with team builder sets and sets in general. I really wanted to focus. I mean, a little bit on just head-to-head seasons more, just because I can win pretty consistently, and those rewards are we will talk about head-to-head rewards are crazy if you could actually win. And then yeah, I kind of came into this year talking about wanting to focus more on like the high-end market early on, just because it's not a lot of focus is going to be on it, and I found my little niche in high-end core elites, and I've just been kind of working with that for the past week or so. So yeah, it's been a great start.
Right on.
No
right
investment so far at all, so it's a little bit weird, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It a little slower start there than we're used to. I'm trying to adjust your guys' volume. Chat's telling me you guys are a little bit low, and I've got you guys up. Let me try to over push you a little bit, over gain it. Hope it doesn't blow anything up. Gotta throw. We'll just go 10 on that and see how these feel. I've got you guys all the way up in OBS, but it's still not.
Yeah, you
not
guys
enough.
are fine in my or you guys are fine.
Yeah,
So.
you gotta
Right.
find mine. Yeah, but I guess maybe for them.
Let's see.
Check. Could you hear us?
Testing.
I know my. No, we're not.
Mic
Yeah, I
check.
don't know. It should be fine.
I think Adams should be good. Let me turn Joe up a little bit more.
Hello. Testing. Be good.
Yeah, they said
They're good
fine.
now. Okay,
I'm,
cool.
All right, cool.
I'm talking a little bit quiet too.
It's all good. It's a different I had to go in and like individually plus you guys up like in the like advanced settings and whatnot. Hopefully we're good now. Yes, what's the actual coin number right now, Joe?
I haven't like combined everything. I think Saturday or Sunday going into elims, I was a little bit over 10, like account value.
Okay.
I'm probably a little bit above that now. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Nice.
There you go.
No money spent. Make that known.
Yeah.
I know.
You're one of those nerds.
Yeah,
I wait till you post it on Twitter, bro.
Yeah.
There's no way it could be no money spent.
Yeah.
And I got pre-order points in my account. I drop bans.
Yeah. Adam, what about you?
Yeah.
How's it looking starting things out?
It's been pretty standard. I guess I'm off to a little bit of a better start this year than last. I just been working like flipping cards, man. That's pretty much what I've done this year. I think I've done like 3 team builder sets total.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like there's like the amount of time I'm putting into those for like 20K is like, bro, I could just go flip like 10 cards probably in less time than that and make it back. So, and then I feel like what I'm really waiting for is like those days that we can actually like buy and then hold and then sell is what I'm waiting for. Because I feel like we haven't really had that yet. I feel like the market, like I don't know about you guys, but the last couple of content drops, the market going up kind of like screwed me, like not screwed me, but like didn't expect it that much. And I guess like we'll talk a little bit more about the mystery packs, but yeah, so I'm at 6.3 coins liquid right now, plus probably I don't know another mil or two in the team.
Right. Yeah, I'm about the same. I have 5.5 sitting there right now, but
Mhm.
throw out a couple limiteds and moon, and there's
Yeah.
more stuff to be had. But I do agree. It feels like this year, even though content's been slower, it was way easier to make any coins at all. Like you just like turned on, it was like nut coins. It I don't know, super simple, super easy this year too. The jumps were kind of wild, right?
Mhm.
We talk about the jumps going up when content came out instead of going down. Like we're at like 120 per right now for training, which is
training
absurd. Like when it
really
Training is
expensive.
insane.
yeah, when it dropped down to like 100, I was like, oh, okay, this should be like the cap for a while, right? Then it shot up another 20 points, a little bit unexpected. How do we feel? Let's jump right into Thursday, right? So rumor is Thursday, 88s, our first overall boost that we've had of the year. I walk you through like your guys' plan when these come out. There should be a whole lot of cards, a lot of heroes, a handful of champions. What are you guys anticipating? What are you planning for Thursday?
I mean, personally, me, I don't. I think the training, like it's always going to be going into a promo. Like there's not really too much you could prep for except for training, or you can try to buy the set pieces if they use that overall block, which I actually think they do on Thursday. But then you're guessing if it's going to be 87 champions and 84 heroes, or 88 champions and 85 heroes. And even if you do try to buy 85s or 84s, when we get that overall jump, I mean, just logically speaking, the market prices will go down a little bit. So it's like you can invest, but then the market can go down and kind of balance out in a way. So personally, me, I'm not doing anything. I'm kind of staying away from training investments. Although training again has like kind of been very sensitive to new content. Like we've seen it with mystery packs. We've seen it even with the first legend weekend on Saturday when we need to train for abilities. I mean, training has been like jumping up and up and up, and then it kind of comes back down, jumps back up again. I'm kind of just staying away from training right now just because I don't feel like super comfortable in investing in. I want to like learn a little bit more, try to figure out what the economist has up his sleeve this year. Before I really, because when I'm investing in training, it's like I'm gonna put a lot of coins into it. I'm not just gonna go 500K. I'm gonna put a lot of coins into it. So I need to be rock solid in what I think is gonna happen, what I know is gonna happen.
Right.
So I mean, for the most part, I'm trying to. There is a few things I guess you could say I'm doing. A big thing is I think legends. I think the legend market is going to really crash later on this week, more Friday and Saturday. One, we have, if we get the overall boost, which we should know tomorrow, if we see an 88 champion, like one reveal, then we'll know, okay, overall boost going to the weekend. And of course, you guys, and we talked about this all last year, when you get that overall boost, that next, especially for the repeated contents like legends, that next highest overall, like in the 87s, would be the 87s. They will really drop on Saturday. And then on top of that, some of my chat let me know yesterday, there's an 87 sellable legend that is available to be earned in the comp pass on Friday for the first time.
Yeah.
So
Fake City.
legends could take a really big hit. And they're actually not at that bad of a price right now. Like my plan is actually to play head-to-head seasons after this podcast. I'm going to play one more season, and then I'm going to sell off my high-end legends with the plan to buy them back on Saturday. So I guess you say that is my like plan going into later this week is I'm getting rid of and I don't really want to get rid of my legends, but it's like it's too big of an event to not get rid of them.
Right.
Especially because they're up in price right now. If they were prices like yesterday when AK content dropped, I mean Fred Taylor was like 220, Sherman 220. Like all legends are super cheap, but they've rebounded to a point now where I feel comfortable selling them. So that's my plan, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I'm like right there with you. I'm not going in with I'm not going in buying anything. I'm just going in as being as liquid as I possibly can.
Yep.
Like have my coins ready to go, and then like you said, if the overalls boost, market should come down, especially on those like 87s and all the other cars that are not as good as the 88s. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Hoping to invest quite heavy into the legends. Because the 87s are still viable, right? They're going to still make a lot of teams. But if
The,
there's a
the only
big
reason why like
drop,
I don't want to get rid of them is that they're so good and they're
They
so
are.
cheap. It's like you
Yeah.
kind of have to like I bought them the day they came out, of course, and I've kept them on my team and I've lost coins on them, but they're just so good and they're
They're
so
good,
cheap.
though.
They're not 600K, they're 250 and 300K. So it's like why
Right.
sell them? And
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. But yeah, for me, it's just gonna be as liquid as possible, and then trying to, if the market really does tank out, or not tank, obviously it won't tank, but crash a bit, I'm gonna just buy. I think I'm ready to buy.
Right on.
So,
Good. Yeah, I think we're on the same boat there. It's weird, like the first little bit, like we kind of got to get a feel for, not just the game itself, but it's like Joe said, like the economists too. I'm like, what are they planning this year? Like,
you got to get their
the one guy
tendencies,
that
man.
I hate more than somebody friggin' spamming, what do you call it? Just man blitz the whole time is the MUT economist, right? He's the only guy in this whole friggin' avenue that I hate more. But this year, I mean, we're starting off a little bit different though. These launch packs that we've had a few times. We'll talk about packs in general. Regular packs all seem to be terrible. Like worse than ever, right? Are we in agreement there that any pack that we've opened up they seem horrible? Okay. But bro, these bundles and launch packs and like the special offers we've got, these might be the best that we've ever seen.
Yeah, they've been really good.
We're talking full champions and legends and whatever. You spend $100, you're getting an 87. Shit, yesterday you spent $25 and you got at least decent. 187.
Yeah, and the thing is with that too is like we've been asking for that for the last how long? 2 years?
Yeah.
Give us like if you're gonna make it or give us a full bundle, give us a full topper, give us a full champion. We've been asking for that for so long, which makes the market better in that way. Like the champions are not super expensive. Like they had like the legends. What last year were like 1.5 million at launch.
Yeah,
they've done a really good job with.
I think they've done a good job with the toppers. The packs have been, that's a different story. But
it hopefully that streak continues, and I'm kind of hoping that yesterday was kind of an eye opener, because I know that typically I wouldn't have opened up any cash packs for AKAs. You know what I mean? Especially for 87s, I'm like, I don't really need to spend cash for these. But you could convince me to do on most days to do something fun for like $25, right? So like, I kind of feel like those launch packs yesterday were a hit. A lot of people pulled a lot of heat out of them, and I'm kind of hoping that something like that. I mean, what do you guys? Would you rather see more often packs like that every week, opposed to, that don't necessarily guarantee a topper, or like like we didn't do the launch bundles as launch packs as much, like $25, and just guarantee us the guaranteed champion on the toppers.
Right. I don't hate it. I think it gives, like, it makes the market come down a bit, like with those cards. I was able to grab 84s and like 80 overall AKAs for like dirt cheap at the beginning, and then just like relisted them like an hour later, and a lot of them went up. So
right.
Yeah, man. I don't think there's any negative to having a final topper being like that good. Makes champions cheap, and then it gives people that spend money.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Right.
I would like to see one-time training offer for the AKAs. That was I guess the big curveball yesterday. Because I did buy a little bit of training, like about 500K to a mil, somewhere around.
I have a question for you though, Joe. Did they, again, or both of you, we didn't have a training reroll for the first AK launch, did we, last year? I think it came out the week after.
Was it the week after?
I'm pretty sure. I think the first week they launched like 5 or 6 of them, and then there was no training offer. But then the week after, I think they gave us like 2 plus an LTD, and there was a training reroll,
the one-time offer
or something. I could be wrong on that, but that's how I'm thinking.
I actually am now really curious.
Yeah, because that might change my plan on Saturday. I might be buying a whole lot of training on Saturday.
Let me double check. I'm looking at AK last year. We got AK on the 19th last year, with Night Train Lane, and I'm looking at Mutt GG right now. And the store offers, there was no, I lied. There was one. There was an 87 plus AKA player 5,000 training. Contains
just the one, right?
Plus.
Just the one to buy.
One. Yeah. Well, there was. My bad.
And then did we get a reroll the week after that?
No, there was no.
Not until the second set, right?
No, I think. Yeah. I think it was just one after that, right?
Okay, maybe they swapped that out with that launch bundle for $25 instead.
Right.
Either way, I think it. I was a fan of that. Speaking of training, though, I don't think TBP's come in this year. What do you guys think?
I think the mystery pack is the new TVP.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think I like it better than just
Yeah.
the actual TVP, to be
Way
honest.
better, right?
Way better. I
Yeah,
know there's going to be a point in the year soon when I get enough coins where mystery packs are going to be a big part of my weekly cycle in terms of just buying cheap trading on some days, opening the mystery packs, and then just like holding the packs until the market rises and then opening and selling. I know
Yeah.
that's going to, because I've been, there's people that are already opening them. I don't know if it's not guaranteed like by any, it's not guaranteed. You really have to be selling every gold. You have to really be grinding out every single pack and getting lucky. I think Gut Fox talked about it the other day. He said he couldn't find profit. But I know some people are opening them for a good amount. But the thing is, it's like you're getting the packs at such a discount. Like you'll spend 1 million coins in training on them and you'll get 4 million worth of 4 million coins worth of packs.
Right.
And you'll be like, you'll lose a little bit. So I definitely, and the only reason like I'm not doing those is I feel like I need more capital. Like I'm going to do a lot. So it's like, I don't want to spend half my account on mystery packs the second week of the game. So once I get a little bit bigger stack.
I did find a way to do it for as cheap as possible. It was gross. Don't get me wrong. I spent like an
It is
hour.
gross.
I spent like an
gross.
hour and a half on when was it, Friday night or so, one night. I'm not sure what night it was, but like I wanted to open them on stream, so I spent like an hour or two going through like the gold market, like sorting by team and grabbing training at like 50 or 60 coins per training, and it's like ripped a bunch of packs. I ended up profiting off every time I did it, but like it took me like 2 hours to get that training, which I do not recommend.
Yeah, I see. Would say I'm waiting more for the high overall cards to be the cheapest training, so I don't have to go buy 100 golds. But
exactly. Like, it's gross, and I won't be doing it again. But I just want to open some packs on stream, so without losing my entire coin stack. So
it's like I think it's more if you're just willing to put in like and again sell every single gold. If you're doing like you see a Seahawk, you sell it. You see even like a Raider, you really have to get everything out of the packs. And it's a grind, but if you're like a pack guy and you enjoy opening packs, I mean, I think it's going to be an avenue that we use a lot this year. It's just actually maybe it's a little bit waiting to go mainstream a little bit. So
one note too, I like that the packs update if you don't open them.
You do update, okay?
Mine did last weekend. Like I bought a bunch of the mystery packs and kept my legends, and then I opened them on Saturday morning, and the new cards were in there.
And I guess the other thing too is to why like I'm a little bit tedious on opening. There's a few things, and actually shout out Jack B because he put this into my brain the other day, and I didn't even think about this. If the mystery packs get removed, the training market is going to tank. Yeah, it's going to tank. So, like when you're stocking up on packs, like let's say you open 25 mystery packs, you save the legend packs for Saturday. Right? Like they take out the mystery pack this Thursday for Campus Heroes. Training is going to tank, and your packs now that you have saved, like you're screwed over. So there's a lot of little things that can go, and like they could update the packs. Like, are we getting the headliner packs removed this Thursday, replaced with Campus Heroes? Are they adding AKA packs? There's a lot of variables in the mystery pack, and I want to get a little bit more familiar with how to like. Is it here for the remainder of season 1, or are they removing it this Thursday? Are they upping the? If we get an odds boost, overall boost, we get an odds boost. Are they changing the odds on the mystery pack on Thursday? Are they making the training amount now rise? Like as when we got a TVP, when there was an overall boost, the training amount would rise on the TVP. Are they doing that with the mystery pack? I mean, there's a lot of, in my opinion, like variables that go along with the mystery pack right now, and I'm kind of just sitting back and watching and just taking mental notes on everything. Right. So so I love the pack personally. I think it's great for the market. It's giving us that like training floor, so it's good for training investments in the future because we'll have that rock solid floor, kind of like TVPs, but not too, and it gives more of an opportunity for training to go up and down with new content. So huge fan of the mystery pack, even though I've opened like 5 of them. Huge fan.
Yeah. I did a handful. I may have also did gold one night out of boredom. I don't recommend it. I think I got very irritated at a MUT Champs game. I was like, I'm not going back into. I couldn't go back. I was at one of those points where I'm like, I'm going to throw my controller if I play another game. So I'm going to sit here and buy golds for an hour. And I mean, it works out, right? It's easy. It's dumb. It's gonna, like I said, I can't wait until. Well, I didn't have to do it this week, during the week, because 81s had gotten down to like 80 per, so I was able to buy them for like 70 and do some damage with those. But I'm with you too, Joe. Like I've been really defensive on these packs because I don't know what's gonna happen. For Saturday, I didn't like I got like 4,000 training. And I was like, okay, we'll do the mystery pack thing and try for the legends. But I didn't want to do them early in case the packs didn't update, right? I was afraid of that to start with.
Yeah.
But same thing, if it goes away, if anything happens and training tanks out, I'm like, I will buy training to open up packs like almost then and there, I think, or like save them that couple days, right? And then that's it. Like this week, I don't want any training going into Thursday. I don't want any training going in tomorrow.
And look, training could go up on Thursday. I mean,
could,
we don't get an overall boost, and Campus Hero rerolls they're most likely coming to the game. Like, there's a chance training goes up. There's a really good chance probably the training goes up on Thursday. But
the only way it goes down is if there's an overall boost.
I'm not too comfortable.
Even then, you never know. Like if they put the Campus Hero packs in the mystery pack, that could shoot it up too.
Yeah,
people are psychotic with luck. They don't want to know. They don't want to know what's the smart thing to do. They don't want to know what they should do. They say, "What gives me the best chance, however slim, to win out of this?" Yeah, no, we'll see that. But yeah, really defensive. I want to buy training. I'm gonna roll the mystery pack that day, open all the packs, and then get rid of what I want to get rid of.
Yeah, I mean, right now there's a lot of ways to make. I think everyone's doing like their own little thing to make coins. There's a lot of ways to make coins. It's just finding what you're comfortable with right now and finding out what's the best to do. That's what I try to tell my check. There's like so many things you could do. Playbook sets, team builders, lazy selling 84s, flipping, high golds and low elites,
right?
LTD invest. There's a lot of things you could do, but just like finding your thing that works for you and just like focusing on that and only focusing on that, I think is the best way to go about things early on in the year when we don't understand the entirety of the market and how the content is rolled out and how rerolls are rolled out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think especially right now, I think the key is I want to stay as short term as possible with everything.
Yeah.
Outside of limiteds, right? Limiteds, you buy them at 450 or less, and you hold them forever until they're either non-usable anymore, or because they never really sell for less than 450, right? Like unless like some of the ones that come out of like the most fear training reroll, like they set at 400 forever, right? But you get like a weekend where they go up to 550, so you unload them. Yeah, anytime I see a legend limited at 450, I'm pulling the trigger on that. Not a ton, right? But like
I haven't really found many though. I haven't touched limiteds because I just haven't found anything for the prices I want. So I just kind of been like sitting back.
Upshaw stayed nice and cheap because the make rights already on Saturday.
I missed that.
But yeah, I think that's it for those guys. But like flipping's been slow because nobody's upgrading their team right now, right? I think it's why I'm excited for Campus Heroes, and then next week too, we should have Team of the Week pop out too. So we're gonna have at least 2 days of content kicking off starting next week, every week from then on out. During the week, and then Legends on Saturday. We'll see. I hope they go back to like a Thursday, like every week program again as well. If we have Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, that'd be a pretty nice cycle to roll around with.
Yeah. I think that's what it'll be, right? Like I think we'll still get our main programs on Thursdays like normal, and then we'll have those weekly ones sprinkled in there, which is nice.
Yeah. Because we'll have Campus Heroes, and then we'll have what Ultimate Kickoff. It seems like the right time frame to kind of flow all these things together. Let's talk about the game in general, though. How does the game feel this year?
I personally love this game. On all Madden, all pro.
Right. Yes.
The
you play on all. If you play on
pro, is killing me.
If you play on all pro and you have any like bad thoughts in this, just play all Madden. It's night and day. Even with Warren Moon, I think there's a lot of stuff in all pro that just doesn't.
It sounds intimidating, right? But it's not.
It does, yeah.
More intimidating. It's because I was the same way. I was like, I don't want to play on all Madden. That sounds harder. It's really not harder.
It's just a more balanced. It's just more balanced, and the game just makes more sense. But I think this is my favorite. And there's still some like really big inconsistencies in general about the game, but I think this is my favorite launch gameplay in as long as I can remember. I mean, this is I'm really, and I'm not even really that good yet at this game, and I really enjoy it. Like, it makes sense to me. I would say in all my head-to-head games this year, every game I've lost, I deserve to lose, and every game I've won, I deserve to win, which is like that's the big thing for me.
Gameplay wise, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
On that.
Now, MUT, we can get into MUT and everything, because while we still really enjoy this game. We love streaming. We love playing the MUT mode itself is always going to be good, but I mean, I think I've made my opinion known on social media about how I think the actual MUT mode has just gotten worse. It's still not a bad like mode. I still love the content and everything.
Totally.
But, I mean, what did they really do this year to improve MUT? They added the catalog, which we can joke about it all. It doesn't even work. To see like abilities, to see abilities on new cards, it doesn't show the right abilities. The global percentage stat doesn't work. It says cards have 0%, and then it's just added an extra menu lag, and then when you search a card in your binder, it has to go through another menu, and that's the most useless menu
in the entire like existence of MUT. One screen.
It's so annoying. It's a glorified worse version of MUT GG.
I hate not being able to click like swiping up and not seeing the optionals right away. I cannot stand.
Actually, for the first time right before the stream when I was listing cards, I just used MUT GG to look up the cards, and it was faster. I think I'm gonna have to do that the rest of the year. Yeah,
big ugh.
I don't like
really
that
really annoying.
Yeah, no, there's I think I've made my piece too. Well, not my piece, but anybody who watches me on a regular basis knows my absolute disdain for the MUT Champs pass, that they disguise as a competitive pass, which is anything but competitive.
Oh yeah, the objectives, get 30 third down conversions in solo battles, or get 200 tackles, because that's what everyone wants to do with their time.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing, right? So we have a quote competitive pass that actually have really good rewards, right?
I'll
give them that. The rewards are phenomenal this year across the board. Even from the BNDs in the field pass, the competitive pass, we get a free 87 legend soon. Like, wild, right?
Oh yeah,
wild.
Definitely better so far than last year. I will give them
great rewards. Sure. But oh my God, does this thing suck if you don't love MUT Champs, right? If you are any bit of a quote casual player or just don't want to hate your life when you play this game, this pass freaking sucks. It drives me absolutely crazy. And I had somebody come in and tell me like, well, it's a competitive pass. I'm like, really? Because you're playing solo battles on rookie, so get off me. It's not competitive. It's just what they called it. That's semantics. It's horrible. And so it's a competitive pass. I understand that head-to-head seasons have trophy packs if you win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't understand why I get like 15 competitive pass XP playing head to head.
Yeah.
I get more. Yeah, I get more competitive pass XP playing the computer on rookie than I get 0 from playing house rules. At least that's not against another human being. So there's a disconnect here that is driving me absolutely crazy, and I don't like it. Drives me nuts. But I think I have a solution. I need your guys' opinion on this. Especially because Adam's a bit more like me, still better than me. I don't want to say who he was playing earlier. I won't even ask if you won or lost. That I want to know. I'll wait till the video comes out.
I know I did record. I did lose. I did lose to Dorian Williams earlier. All right, Bill's rookie. Yeah, Bill's legend. If you want to say, so I just lost him right before a stream.
Won.
He's good.
And then Joe from the far more competitive side. In terms of MUT Champs, I think that it could fix the competitive pass, the field passes in general, because let's not forget too that the majority of your field pass XP comes from the comp pass also. So if you don't do that, you're not leveling up your field pass either. The only way to play this game is through MUT Champs. If they got rid of the win requirement, I think less people would quit out immediately. Because I know even for me, I suck at the game, right? So when I get in there and I'm like, I can beat this kid. I'm up 21-0 or even 14-0 in the first quarter, right? I'm like, cool. Dude bounces. I got 1 pick 6 and 70 yards of offense. Great. These objectives are going to take forever. I got 3 tackles and like it's going to take me forever to get these done.
Yeah, the fourth quarter points that you need to get or whatever it is, the fourth quarter stats you just never get to.
Right. Never. Yeah. It's so rare. It's so rare to play all the way through the fourth quarter in these games. But I understand why, right? If you're not going to get any rewards for playing through the end of the game, why, if you're down 14 points, why would you? Right? You're wasting your time. Especially if you've already lost the game, you're not going 25-0. Why are you staying, right?
It's not even like MUT Champs. It's like the 25-1 isn't in the game right now, but too like there's the winning aspect of MUT Champs. It isn't even. Again, I think it's just everyone. It's just solo challenges versus an actual person at this point. Like I go into my games. I went into some MUT Champs games the other day, and I had to get third down conversions, first downs, and rushing yards. And I would go run, fall down, not get a first down. Then
right.
Yes. That's what I did for my first 7 games. It's like it's not even like MUT champs at this point. Like it's getting, I'm strictly doing it for
Yeah.
objectives. So at that point,
It's
it's like
glorified
I
solo
don't
battles against a
make
person.
the
Right.
make the things win only. I mean, make things non-win only. At least like for the MUT champ stats. I don't know. Yeah, it's a tricky.
I get
I
both
think that
sides, right? If you force people to stay in because they're just grabbing stats, those games are gonna be like 35, 40 minutes long every time, or like over an hour long.
it's
I don't know, man.
it's just
tough.
a tricky thing
Yeah.
and how they
My
set it up.
concern too is, I mean, the majority of the player base doesn't enjoy MUT champs.
I feel like they overcomplicated it like way too much.
Right.
I guess that would be like the best thing. Again, the rewards are great, and if you're willing to like nerd out over the game modes, like you get rewarded for that, and I like that. Whenever you're willing to put in a lot of time, you should get rewarded. You should get compensated. But it for the like again, I'm not like racing to get AJ Terrell, and I'm not racing now to get George Pickens. Like I'm pretty much like a week behind everybody. Like I'm gonna get AJ Terrell this weekend.
Right.
So and I'm not even like going through and doing all the objectives. I'm like the way I think about it is, and this is what I thought in the beginning of the year, it's like, do I want to put in 5 hours of solo battles every week and 5 hours of MUT champs every week for no rewards, literally just purely compass points, or take those 10 hours and either one, use them in head-to-head seasons if you win those, or just 10 hours of market work spread out over days. And I'll probably make more coins in that time than what I would get from AJ Terrell or George Pickens.
Yeah,
so,
especially after what we just saw.
That's how I think. That's how I think of it.
Especially after when he was selling for 300K.
Yeah, like if you weren't in the first 200, like you're getting 300K. Right. And for the amount of hours you had to put in for that, it's like, one Super Bowl run, and there you go. That you have that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like at this point, just buy the card that you want. If like you just save your coins and just buy it when it comes out, it'd be fun. It'd be faster.
But I mean, to your that same point though, like outside of that field pass, it feels like you're not grinding for anything anymore.
No, there's nothing really. I mean, the offline game is non-existent. I mean, we had very, very little solos, and now we got Jalen Watson, and that's about it.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think the game dropped. There were like 6 solo challenges out for these guys, and like, oh my god, there's nothing for these guys to do. That was a little bit rough.
But has it always started like that though?
No.
No. There's always been like. I mean, they added the gauntlet stuff, but like usually the gauntlet's in there.
The gauntlet and journey. Yeah, you start off and you have like 12, 15,000 hours of challenges to do.
Yeah.
Not an hour and a half of challenges, because that's what we actually had at launch. It's very, very. I feel like you should like offline. You should. The rewards for offline are never going to be crazy, but no one should ever run out of like offline solo challenges to play. Like if you just want to play offline against the CPU, like you can do it. And again, the rewards are never going to be great, so it's not like you have to worry about that. Like just drop a shit ton of solo challenges, play a whole season out for each team like they used to do.
Right.
And add some objectives to it. And if someone wants to do that, they could do that. So.
I would love to see that, because we were talking about it in chat the other day, and I love how and they're a hit across a lot of people. But at MLB The Show, they do the mini seasons within Diamond Dynasty, right? Their card collecting mode. You go in and you play a full season against the CPU, and you set it however you play it on rookie, but you put that on legend. Sometimes you get smacked. I would love to see them add in that type of like MUT Dynasty mode, right? Or like MUT Seasons mode, where you go in and like you take your MUT team and you go in, play a season against somebody and you get rewards along the way. Again, they won't be great. There'll probably be some red zone packs that don't even have elites in them. Why is it called red zone pack? I hate that red zone packs don't have red cards in them.
The red zone packs might be the worst packs in the game.
I hate it. No, that Max Fantasy one is by far the worst. I get nothing but golds out of that, and it just makes me sick every time. But I mean, if they added in something like that, then you have to worry about designing 500 challenges, or setting out all this stuff to come out with programs. It's like, there it is. Go play. You get 4 solo battles a day. You get an hour and a half of challenges a week, and then you can play this as much as you want. And then people have things to do instead of just kind of hanging out.
Wasn't that like MUT Draft? Wasn't when MUT Draft was fine? Like people could just go play.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and you get like a midfield pack for winning a couple games. You got really not great rewards, but people did it, and that's what they like to do. So they went out and jammed out.
Yeah, now there's no point even touching MUT champs, because like there's literally no rewards or whatever. So,
yeah, I think you get like 1,000 coins a win or something like that, and that's
if it even works.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, so I hate the comp pass, but I love the game right now. So it's a weird. I'm at a weird balance, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think.
I
I
feel
think
in
it's
both.
more like the overall longevity of the game. I'm afraid that if everything's thrown into MUT champs, a lot of people are going to stop once they can't complete the first comp pass, and that leads them to not complete the first field pass, and it comes back again. People, I think, are going to be like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I don't like how there should always be like catch up stuff. If you even if you got the game late, like what you're just behind everything. I mean, shoot, if you miss 2 weeks of the comp pass and 2 weeks of daily objectives, you might not even be able to get the max reward from the field pass this season. So
Right.
I've always never understood why there's no catch up ability for someone that if you go on a vacation for a week, like what you're just okay, you're out of luck. Wait 30 days now for the next season to then do it all over again. So.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with Starfield coming out in 2 days. I need some extra time here. We're gonna start splitting time between Madden, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Starfield. I'm gonna be stretched a little thin. Too many good games out. Too many good games out for me. What'd you say?
And just Madden for me. I can't. If I start like dipping into other games, I'm not gonna stay focused. So I gotta stick to Madden for a while.
That's why I play other games. I need my focus distracted for a minute.
That's fair.
Right on. What else we got? Chat had a whole bunch of questions before, and I was trying to keep up with them, and then I missed a lot of them.
Yeah, go. If you have any questions, like toss them in there. We'll answer a few because I feel like that's what today should be about. Is about answering your questions and like anything. Because like there was no really set schedule for us today. Because like
there's
Mark
not
is still kind of like
crazy stuff to talk about even. Like
until stuff picks up, we'll be able to like really go crazy on it. But yeah. All right, relax. Okay, my Warren's Moon snipe sucked. Okay, I missed out on a bid today because I'm an idiot and I can't count properly. So I missed out on a really tough snipe earlier.
Those are the worst. Those are the worst. I already hit 250 snipe this year. It's only for an 81, but I'll take it.
I think I have a 4,000 coin 84 cam hammered. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen a ton of 100 coin. I think it's like the coin sellers that that's how they move their coins. So I've seen probably 25 100 coin 86 overalls, and I've not got one of them.
I've seen those too.
I'm almost afraid to buy one of those because they flag those accounts, and then like if you get caught like in that circle of like, oh, these are all the accounts that were buying and selling to them, they just ban everybody. I'm like, makes me nervous. It shouldn't. Stupid. I lost my train of thought too though. About Lee's tweet about sniping delay. I did see that. Yes, let's talk about that.
Yeah, I saw a little bit on that.
I don't really understand. Is it just because like on PC it's much faster? Is that what he was saying?
No, it was that was a different one. He put out two. One was there's a script you can write that bypasses all of it, and you can snipe like crazy on PC. Which, by the way, in case anybody did not predict it, PC is full of hackers, so turn crossplay off. Guys have like premonitions about what plays I'm running. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. I literally had somebody know all of my plays before I ran them. If I was running a stretch dive, whatever, RPO, he was all over everything. I'm like, this is wild.
God.
But so on console, when you're sniping, if you're spamming like just refresh, the game throws in like a 2-second delay before you can click on the card to buy it. And that's always been a thing. That's been a thing for a long time. I think MUT Leaks put it out today like it was something new. This isn't new. This has been around for a long time. If you don't spam, if you like give the game like 3-4 seconds and then click on your next filter, you can click on the card instantly. That's not new.
Yeah, the bottom right used to be the spinny thing. If you did it instantly, it would spin for 3 seconds. If you wait like 2.5 seconds and then you go wait
instant.
And then it goes instantly. It's been a little. I think we talked about this last year at some point.
So, yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Surprised it was a thing today. I'm like, it's not really.
It's I've kind of kept. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I don't really love to talk about it because I do it, but yeah, it's definitely something that
like a good like reminder for everybody too. Like when you're sniping and flipping cards, it's not how fast you get through the filters, right? That part doesn't matter. It's that a good card shows up the moment you press the button. You need the quick refresh.
That 1 hour.
It's not
1 hour.
Right. Oof. Oh yeah. If it literally says 1 hour and you see it flip to 59, that card is yours.
It is.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how fast you get through. If you're going team by team, position by position, whatever. That part doesn't matter. It's when you click that button, if something good is there. None of else what matters. So wait that extra second, then hit the button. I don't always do it, right? Sometimes I'm just flying through stuff and doing whatever. But like on good sniping days, it's worth it to wait 2 seconds, wait for the game to be done loading, and then refresh your filter so you can buy right away.
Yep.
Totally.
When's
Yeah,
the best?
it just-
When's
yeah,
the best time to sell your team? Yesterday.
I
Always yesterday.
I feel like Joe's the only one that's pro selling your team before things. I feel like I'm not doing it.
In the
I do
beginning of
one
this
day
year,
a
I
year,
don't.
and I won't say I don't want to talk about that day yet because people are still mad about it from last year. We're not going to talk about it yet until it gets
No,
closer.
not yet.
I was always anti-sell. Like Madden 22, I was anti-sell my team the entire year, but last year it was just because the TVPs going away. It was like too big of not to.
Yeah.
And then this year, I haven't really like. People are always. The way I look at it, it's like when I buy cards for my team, I don't really. They're not like I signed them to. I always say I signed them to 2-week contracts. Like they're not leaving my team for 2 weeks. I know they're gonna lose coins. Like I understand they're gonna lose coins, but I need to have a team competitive. And whereas like when I'm flipping cards, anything market, then I'm more strict with buying at the right time, selling at the right time. But when it comes to players for your team, I think you could be a way more lenient with what you pay for them as well as what you sell them for when you sell them for. So. Because everyone really is addicted to like, yo, should I sell my legends today?
Every day. I get it now.
It's
I got this morning.
every day. It's like, yo, should I sell my legends I bought? I'm like, dude, just keep them. Like, worry about your coin making, and then your team is your team. You bought upgrades for your team, just keep them, man. Like, or at least a little bit. Yeah.
Right.
Totally.
You'll still get something out of them when you sell them and upgrade.
Yeah.
So you can always count those as like your like offset, right? Like say a new, we get a new quarterback that comes out, he's 600K, Warren Moon drops down to 400. If you sell Warren Moon for 400, then buy the new one, you're only spending like 260 on a new quarterback, right? It's not that bad of a to upgrade.
Case of I think people just want stuff to do right now in the market. Everyone's like, I gotta be doing something. There's gotta be something to do. What's the next investment? What do I do? And it's like,
I know. Are we in agreement too that largely because I don't count sets as a method, but methods have been dead for like 3 years, right? Like three methods have been gone.
The word method is such a shitty word. I like the word concept. That's my favorite word.
Because everyone's like, that's like OG Madden. Like that's what, that's what it was before. There was methods before. Like that's not it. Like no, you don't need to use method.
I don't even know what consists of a method. Like what is a method? You opening a pack and selling the card is not a method.
No,
it's an action. It's not.
Well, I mean,
there
was some back in the day, like gingerbreads were legit a method at a time.
Like a string of things you had to do, but it's like it's just like a process. I don't know. I hate the word method. It's
Campus Heroes pack method. Yeah, just open Campus Heroes packs. That was the method last year.
You won.
That was the method. Yeah, it's just tough this year, or not the last few years. Like they've knocked down on. It was more so. Whoever was designing programs would neglect old programs. Like, oh, we'll make him put 87s in here and they'll be this much. Like, oh yeah, except I can make him over there for a quarter of that price. And that was the method. It was like a not miscue, but like an afterthought of the program designers. Like, oh wait, these are going to be super cheap. Yeah, that was it.
Still will use method though in all my market videos.
Have to though. People know what that is.
Yeah.
People making method.
I have a command for it. All my commands are broken right now. I don't know why, but there is a command for it too. But yeah.
No, you're right though. Like that's because like that's what it's engraved in people's minds now.
I mean,
any way to make coins is a method. That's what it is.
You
now.
Pull a card, ! Method, and command in the chat.
Right. It is still there. Never mind. Method still works. Discord didn't work. Method worked. Speaking of methods, let's talk about strat items for a minute. You only have green so far. I've been telling people do not quick sell them unless you have one of the coach ones that are mega expensive. There's like 3 coaches that are expensive, like 40K or so. I'm not touching those. Those are all safety nets. Those are all piggy banks. Yeah,
those are my banks.
I'm not rolling them. I'm not buying any. I'm not going out of my way to get them. Yeah, I might start soon though. If I start seeing greens out there for like 11K, where they quick sell for 10 again, I think I might start loading up on them. There's no way they go less than 11,000, right? Like they just can't. They
quick sell for
quick sell for 10.
I'll take that 10 and risk it because if we end up with it again, where you throw in, four greens for a blue,
I fully expect that again. Yeah. You can do that now, right? You can do like from silver to green right now.
There is one, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't touched that either, but
I think it's four 4 going,
Something like
4 or
that,
5
right?
go into it.
What is a silver quicksilver for? Like the ones that you
Two.
actually can quicksilver.
I think
2,000.
I think it's break even right now. Like the silver to gold or silver to green. I think it's break even. I think you put
Right.
like 10,000 coins worth in, and then you get 10,000
Yeah.
back.
I mean, that's
So
the
I don't
win
think it's
though.
worth it
So
right now.
even if they
I
do
had-
like, if say blues are going to quick sell for 50,000, right, and it's 5 greens for, it, and it's break even this year, right? You don't make a little bit more by doing it. That's still a win though, because some of those blues, like you can't tell me the first like +2 zone or +2 man blue is going to be mega expensive.
Well, at the beginning, that pack was really good in the store, right? Because people were selling the green strat gems for like 30, 40K.
Right.
Because
I had someone
people need
DM me the other day say they pulled like 25 straight greens in the pack. I don't know if they were capping, but
I don't know about that.
You know what? I
My
did
luck
a
has not
couple.
been like that.
I opened up one the other day just to see, and I ended up ripping off like 3 or 4 greens in a row, and I was like, oh wait, this might be a method. Like a
I think I
Method?
pulled a
Hello?
silver.
method, yeah, method.
I pulled a silver coach and you couldn't even sell it. So
Oh, gross.
I think or something like that.
Yeah. Definitely hold all your greens for now. The pack sucks. That pack sucks. The best you can pull is a green.
Yeah.
Or silver. You can pull a silver coach for like 30K, right? But everything else you pull, like you can get a green, you'll make 2,500 out of it. But most of the time, I think you're gonna pull silvers and just lose everything. So I wouldn't have it.
I don't think it's worth it right now, unless the value goes up on those, right? That's the only way.
Yeah.
But people need them or whatever for sets
Right.
and stuff. But I'm holding. There's no reason for me to sell anything unless it's going for crazy, stupid, expensive.
Right.
So
Speaking of sets, real quick, can we talk about how fast these things die off this year? It is me, or I feel like sets are like within, I don't know, like content comes out at 1. I feel like by the time I go to sleep at like 10 o'clock, they're already about break even.
I know the AKA. There was a few AKA sets that were really good yesterday for a few hours. But
Dion and Jerry Rice were good until the end of the night. But then I checked today when I got up and I was like, oh, they're already break even. Yeah. And then the other guys were all losses, so they were absolute just you get slaughtered if you try to build. Like if you built Bettis for some reason, you got slaughtered.
Yeah, but like, and also, what's your opinion on not getting the card returned?
Ooh. I mean, it keeps the champions cheaper.
Yep.
Yeah.
It keeps the champions. So there is some positives to it. Now I'm a big, and I don't really use the BNDs in sets, but I think I am a big fan because it helps the little guys a lot when it comes to building their team for affordable prices. So I would like to see the BND sets come back, but it does make the champions, like the really good champions, a lot cheaper. So it's there's two sides to it.
Yes. Yeah. I'm in the same boat because I was one of those guys where like some of those lower tier heroes were really good, especially
I would have loved to,
right?
I would have loved to use those in like the first week or so if I got them all back.
But that exact same point with how cheap the top tier cards are in the game. I mean, Warren Moon's the best quarterback in the game, right? 500K. That's unheard of early on.
Would have been way more if he.
Legends last year popping off at like 1.3 million for weeks. Now they're like 220 for the best running back in the game. Okay, MBD, no big deal.
So it's good and bad. I still think it's okay the way it is now. Obviously, I would like there was also in years past those BND that you got back, you could like quick sell for training and then roll, and it was worth it. Like there was some profit you could make there. But the last year you could not find any profit. Like the rerolls absolutely sucked last year. So all the training that you did get back, if you didn't need those players, they were pretty much wasted training because like you didn't get anything back for the most part. So I don't mind it this way it is right now.
Yeah,
but like
and
you
they
said,
could change
for
it
the
down
no
the road.
mice bank guys.
And that's the thing too. Like what people forget, like you said, like that those BNDs that you got back added to the value of that champion. That's what kept him up more expensive. Now it's just that card. That's it. There's no power up. There's no nothing. There's no training needed. So it's just like I have the card. Ta-da! We're all done.
Funny when they went to that extreme though. Like they start putting like the champions in the bundles and also taking out like the BNDs you get back.
Right.
Like it just wasn't just like, all right, let's just like give you all champions. I would have loved to see what it would have done, just like giving us the champions in like the bundles first before taking it completely out. But it's okay. Right. It is what it is.
I have one more piece on sets. I almost don't even want to say this out loud because I haven't done it. I'm really mad in a minute. So say we go to 81s. I'm sorry, 81s, 88s. 87s took 84s, right? 88s should probably take 85s.
Yep.
And there's probably going to be 81s to build 85s. And 81s are kind of like the best value on the market right now.
Hmm.
Is it
No,
dumb
sorry,
if I
no,
want to go? No.
that's not true.
What? If you
The
say
headliners,
76s, I'm deleting you out of the game.
Oh, he's saying
no,
the headliner
okay.
sets require
were.
only
Only
headliners.
the champions one required any card.
Any.
The
Yeah,
lower
that's true.
one
Oh,
required
right.
headliners
Yeah.
specific.
true.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying, like,
So-
but there should be sets like we had for AKA. Like I threw a bunch of golds in to make 80s, and then took the 80s to make 84s because
There
the math
could
worked
be-
out.
I see.
I wonder. I wonder if they show they like don't show the loot super low cards on stream
No.
anymore. But because remember the head? Okay, so the headliners we had 74s.
Yeah.
Right, and there was like again an objective in the headliners pass to complete headliner sets.
Right.
And
That's
then
what
like the cheapest headliner set to complete was the 75 set, and you
Yep.
like 72s and stuff. The 72s were a little bit expensive for the first few days
Yeah.
of the game. I wonder if there's something like because remember Campus Heroes, there's usually not gold cards.
Right.
So
It should be 81s minimum.
what if it's like 81s, 85s, 88s,
Ooh.
and there's complete 10 Campus Hero sets as an objective, and the best set to complete is put in
Last one.
370,
76s, right?
three like 70,
Yeah.
79s, and maybe a few
78s,
75s into an 81 set, and it'll be any because there's no
It's
low
a
Campus
And it's
Heroes.
already that mark is already high because of the AKA set.
Right.
You could, I mean, yeah, it could be something like you could buy some 78, 79s for like try to get them for like 4K, especially like the Legend 78s. I know those are kind of
Yeah.
easy to
Yeah,
snipe.
I keep like 3K all the time.
We could
But,
we
yeah.
could dabble into that. I mean, there's not really the good thing about that is there's not really a risk because those cards hold so much
Right.
value in team builder sets, and then also now I guess AKA sets. So
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think if
you
you're buying
could-
78s or 79s under 5K, like I think you're pretty safe for now.
you could buy. I might buy like 100 or 200K and see if see
Yeah.
if
Why
that
not?
pans
Right?
out.
Like I'm not
I mean,
saying it's
shoot.
gonna triple, but I mean it damn well could.
the best case scenario is that they just show like ones or see. I hate how they do it. It screws my
No.
YouTube content up because they
Yes.
do. They reveal one
All
card
my
Wednesday
content.
afternoon,
Right.
and they do it Thursday morning on Good Morning Madden. If they show all the overalls, we'll know the lowest overall Campus Heroes. Then we can try to predict whatever the cheapest Campus Hero
Right.
set is. So
We won't know. I don't think we know the lowest ones until
they don't really
the
show
morning
us the
of.
Still
low
comes out,
overalls.
yeah.
Because they'll give us like the champion. On
Maybe they show
Wednesday
us
night.
the
They'll
sets. They
give
show the
us
sets for
one.
AKA. They
Yeah.
just show us sets for AKA. So maybe they show sets for Campus Heroes. But then, like when they show them, it's like, is it even worth an hour? People are just gonna jump on that instantly.
Yeah.
So
That's
Yeah.
probably, like,
that is something. Now that that's been brought to mind, that's something we could do.
Right. Okay. So I'm not.
I'm
I guess
thinking about
I
it.
guess best
People-
thing I would say if you don't want to buy anything, sorry, I'm putting up Madden screen's all white over there. If you have any 78, 79s, or even 76, 77s, just hold them for right now.
Yeah.
I'm keeping your binder until Thursday and see if that ends
I'm
up
good with
panning
that.
out.
And worst
Right.
case scenario, like if you're getting it for like those prices, like you're getting them for like that cheap, like that's also just like cheapest training, I think, as well, technically.
Mm.
And like
Yeah.
mystery
Right,
packs.
it's
worst
right. If
case,
it goes down, right. If it doesn't work out, then open up mystery packs on Thursday. See if the new packs, maybe Campus Hero packs, be in there. If not, maybe you get some other stuff. Save your legend packs till Saturday and go nuts. Like I think we're at a good like low risk. This is the ones I like, right? The ones that I can't lose.
Yes.
Right. If I
No,
buy-
you have
it's
no chance of
risk
losing.
here.
Yep, those are the best investments.
But my God, if I'm really good, actually, while I'm watching Ahsoka at 9 o'clock tonight, I might just sit type out some stuff.
Companion app, yeah. Where is that? I need you guys to hit up EA
I
and
did,
start pushing.
dude.
the
I did, and
companion app.
the day before they mentioned it on the Good Morning Madden, they said they're working on it. That's I told my chat, and then on Good Morning Madden, they're like, yeah, they're like it's coming. I have no idea.
I gotta
think
hope with it being this delayed, there's changes. I mean, it can't just be like, oh, here's the new stuff. It's got to be different.
I think it's just because of the 5 different auction houses. That's
Oh,
that's
maybe.
I also
why
think that
it's
because they can't
delayed.
just copy and paste what they did. the
Yeah,
years
they
past.
have to wait.
Right. God, and
wait.
that's gross. It's so gross. It's so many.
Yep.
Consoles
Honestly,
all
the
need it.
The companion app is like putting me off a little bit of like investing in training or like lazy selling because
you
that's
can't
how
get
I would
out.
do it. You can't just like I mean it's just more efficient like listing the cards up and I
Right.
wonder hopefully they bring back the I mean shoot if they're taking this long please bring back the list 20 feature.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be
Uh,
so
that
much.
was the best.
Oh my god,
Please.
I know.
But yeah, like the comp. I mean, it's for us specifically. Like, I need the companion. I'm not really actually for me personally because I'm available at my console at all times. But man, it sucks seeing my community when I message like because my content comes down in the morning or like in the middle of the day. And it's like, yeah, this is a great time to scoop up some cards for cheap in like the next 2-3 hours. You're like, well, I'm at work. I can't do anything. I have a friend Soar is like, bro, this is screwing me not having the companion app because I can't buy these like cheap legends when they
Right,
go
right.
down in
I
price.
think that's
It's
also
like,
affecting the market too, right? Like it's making it tougher to like get stuff because you have to be on console.
It's
There's not a
on,
lot
you
of
know what?
people
It's
listing
probably
cards
actually
every time, every
making
second.
the drops more extreme almost because not as many people are able to buy these cards because you have to be at your console.
Right.
So yeah, I think the companion app is like we does it for our communities. We
We need it,
desperately,
100%.
desperately
Yes.
need it. I mean, shoot, I hate.
Agreed.
My favorite thing to do is like I wake up in the middle of the night and I just like one eye open, scroll over, I check the companion app. I'm like,
That's
okay, 5
nasty.
cards sold. Let me relist more 5. Okay, I'll go back to sleep. And it's like I can't do that now. Like I'm not getting up and turning on my Xbox. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, like what's the other with the content timing now anyway, it's kind of beneficial for me being at work all afternoon. So now I get home at like 4:30. Content's only been out for 3.5 hours. So as long as I didn't miss like some kind of like bundle glitch or something, I'm right at the with no companion app. Things are really just starting to like kick off like 3 hours in. Like it's weird. Like content comes out, I'm like, oh, nothing happens now for like 2 hours on the
True.
market. Like it was
True.
the last one when the AKs hit off. Once I got on at like 6 o'clock, things just started like in that hour. I saw things take off. Like I got on, then like an hour later, like, oh, go check 86s again. I was like, oh damn, like we spiked up again.
I streamed longer
huge-
that day to like see if there was anything going on at 1:30, 2 o'clock. Not really. Like it was still like pretty much like garbage. And I went back on like a few hours later. I was like, all right, this is good. I can.
It's like 7 o'clock at night. Things went crazy. So it was hours out. You needed everybody to get home.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of this midday content drop. No more waking up at 7. I mean, now I still have to wake up at 7:30 for the reveals, but
Right.
Yeah,
no more waking up
I
at
get
7:30.
like why they're doing it. Like I just
Yeah, it's- I think
my
it's better.
content.
I think
Like
it's way
my
better.
whole thing was wake up 8:30. I could watch Good Morning Madden, get the content for an hour, and then like go chill for a bit, get content, like go edit. Now I got like
your thing. Now you got to get up, edit, have some coffee, have a little bit of lunch, and then get on into the game.
bro, I gotta change my name to like Up and Afternoon Gaming or something. Like I don't know. Like, I don't know anymore.
Man, oh man. Okay, I have one more topic for the night before we get out of here.
All right, let's do it.
Cheaters.
The 25 and 0.
Well, I mean, PC is rampant right now with the auto bids or auto auction stuff. The 25 and 0 DCs. I mean, we had hundreds of 25 and 0s that first week.
With the 25 and 0s though, there was no matchmaking in MUT champs, so you were playing like not the best players. It was a lot easier.
Yeah,
I'll say
I understand that part, but even last year, I don't think we had 125 and 0s in the first month of the game, and we had that in 5 hours. That part was a little suspect. But because PC is tough, so PC is forever going to be on an island. I think this had ruined PC's chance to play with consoles. Guys, I think messed it all up, and I think they're going to be playing in their own little sandbox for a long time. What is like too harsh of a punishment for these guys? Because we don't want the 25 and 0 like penalty right now without getting 1 million coins. Like there's a reason
if you
to
get
go
caught
right now. Oh yeah.
Oh, if you get caught, life, no parole. I get banned. I get banned for way less. I get banned for giving away golden tickets for the whole summer.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yo, that one hit a nerve. That one hit a nerve immediately.
Like what?
Oh man, I forgot. I didn't bring it to sore spot. Jeez, I completely forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like a minus. I'm like a minus 250 odds this year to get popped at least once. Like if you get caught cheating, if you get gone entire year, we'll see you in 25 or buy a new account. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like you gotta be banned. Like there's just no like if you're literally cheating, you're ruining everybody's experience, right? So
Or actually, no, I take that back. Don't ban them. Just ban their auction house. It really is, especially for the whole year. It's worse because you can't buy the cards you want. You have to spend packs. Yeah. You have to buy packs instead.
Yeah, but if they're just spamming out 25 and 0 and getting 1 million coins every week, them packs are nothing. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess
console ban. Ooh, I would like that.
I'm all for IP bans. Just ban forever. IP bans forever. Hardware ban it all. You can come back in, but you have to buy a new game and a new console. I mean, the cheaters for real though. They're on PC. I don't know what they're really stretching out on console, but I'm sure they'll find a way.
Yeah, I only use PC Madden now to like record content because like it's so much better quality.
Yeah, it is. It's wild. It looks so much better.
Yeah.
I haven't even loaded up on there though, so I can't even create
nice.
content on there unless it's like storyline stuff.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
But all right, gents. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the day. Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all hanging out today. I hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll be back again next week for sure.
Yes.
Adam,
Actually, should be more.
what time?
Yes.
What time can the gents catch you tomorrow?
Tomorrow, probably 8:30. No content tomorrow, right? It's Wednesday. Yeah, no content
Yeah.
tomorrow, so 8:30. Normally,
It is
content days I'll
Wednesday.
go a little bit earlier, but yeah, no content. I'm gonna sleep in for the extra half hour.
Okay, Joe. When's next time you're on?
8:30.
You on later on
I
tonight?
don't know. I might fire up later tonight. Normally I'm live 5 p.m. West Coast time, 8 p.m. East Coast time. Probably won't be live tomorrow because nothing really do. But Thursday, guaranteed, I'll be live 5 p.m. West
Yeah.
Coast time.
Okay, perfect.
And yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So there you guys. You know when to say I'll be on tomorrow afternoon. Not tonight. I was
Are
gonna
you
get
done
on
tonight?
and play some Texas Chainsaw Massacre tonight, but I am out. So if you're in Discord though, maybe you can convince me to play an offline game, but I do have to go edit this and get this uploaded.
Yes.
We can push
definitely.
that
Yo,
up, and
yeah.
then I'll shoot the message when it's.
Are the are they going on your channels? You posted anyone posted them
Mine
on
will.
YouTube?
Yeah, I
They're going to?
Yeah,
upload.
yeah, Sam. I'm gonna
Cool.
chop it up a little bit this time and throw it up on the
Sweet.
YouTubes hopefully tomorrow
Sweet.
morning for the.
Let me know
folks
when you
that
guys
missed
put it. I'll make sure I retweet that and post
yep,
it.
yep.
'Cause I know I've
I know.
had some people on my YouTube channel asking if I'm bringing back MUT content, and I said probably not, but I got something for you, so I just want to make sure I
Yeah.
give it to them.
Let's find somewhere to go send all the peeps to today though. I didn't even look. Rookie streamer, man. I got nothing set up over here. Oh man,
That's
all my
alright.
things are off too. Yikes. Let's see who's on today. Oh, I know where we're going. I know where we're going.
I think I know who you're going to.
Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad. Show him some love, man. Let's go over and say what's up to
know.
Live. Live, unfortunately, don't bring this up in his channel, but he did not make the 53-man roster tape with the Bills. So he's back in the content grind, man. I'm sure he's gonna get picked up. He had a great preseason, so I have no doubt he's gonna end up on another squad here shortly. So go show him some love, and peace out from us. We'll catch y'all again next week.
Peace.
Eric?
Okay, love you. Bye.